I am currently quite far away from our usual spot because today we will be beginning a new project. Somewhere new in the world, not completely new to me. I have been doing a little bit of resource grinding already because we are going to be doing some much bigger things. We are not just going to be making a small little cozy settlement. This time we will actually build a full city. And I can't wait for this because this is gonna be a pretty cool city. I thought about this at work one day, and I hope my boss doesn't hear this, but I thought about it quite a bit because I want to have a circular city with a square in the middle where there lives a bunch of villagers. This is basically going to be where we have our villages that we trade for the different books we will need. So some mending, that sort of stuff. And this city is cut off from everything. Like they only live in that little circle and they trade with each other and that's it. Which I thought was kind of interesting. Like we're gonna make a round circle where you can't go in, you can't walk in there, there's no stairs. It's just a round circle of a city with the square in the middle. I thought that was kind of a neat little fun idea, and it's going to be right here, right over that hole. We won't see that hole for much longer. First of all, we gotta build the round circular base where the buildings will actually go on. So I think that will actually be our first task for today, and then after that we will probably work on the first bits of the city, and then we'll tackle the walls around the city afterwards. We'll look into that. First of all, I want to get started with getting the vision into life, I guess. Come on, let me sleep. I may have made a mob farm here. Anyways, the big circle is done. Let's get rid of that. The big circle is done. We now have a blank canvas to work on. And I think we have a pretty good view up here. We are quite high up in the elevation already. But I think this is gonna be such a cool little idea to do here because it's super flat. We don't have to think about any terrain, so we can just focus on doing some really cool builds. And I think one of the first things that we're going to be doing is building a bit of a fountain right there. Just so that we have something in the middle that we can build around. Around that fountain is basically going to be the city. It's just going to be one round city. So this square right here, the city square, not an actual square. The square will be circular. It's going to be a circular square right here in the middle. So we'll have houses that goes around in a circle right here. And then we're going to have like some entries, or like it's going to be some walkways out. Because the city has been open before. They've just basically decided to shut down so no one comes in or out of the city. And yeah, and then we'll have another walkway out all the way around the outside here. Basically be able to go around. We need to do something cool down here. But yeah, so you can get the go around and get the nice views all over the place. The first task for the city is making the fountain, because I think that will actually give us a pretty good idea of what it is that I actually want to do here. So yeah, let me do that. Let's make the fountain and then talk more about it. Okay, so the fountain is up. The centerpiece of the city is here. And I think it turned out really well. This is inspired by one that I saw Bas doing. Not sure if he came up with like the whole idea of this, but I saw Bas doing it and I really liked that. So I tried doing my own little spin on it and kind of had flowers in mind. So that's why you see flowers all the way along the side here. And the idea here is this is actually a blossoming flower, like as like a statue thing. Nothing super big, but just, you know, a little abstract flower thingy. I like the light up there. I even thought about putting in maybe just a bit of light down here as well, just so we have some light from down there. We could probably do that at one point. You know what? Let's try it. Okay, let's try. Do that. Add in a bit of light down here, and let's take a step back. That is actually not half bad. I kind of like how it's actually lit up just a tiny little bit. I am kind of wondering what would happen if we put in some blue glass. Besides the zombie, I actually think I like the bit more like cool lighting coming from underneath. Yeah, it's definitely much more cooler now. And also a bit more hidden away, which I actually don't mind. I think we'll stick to that. We do also need some beeswax for these, because I actually don't want these to wither. I want these to be like nice and shiny. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of perfect. I think we're actually going to go with the blue glass down there, so it's a bit more like cool, the lighting that's coming up through the water. I like that idea anyways. And next up is a bit more planning. We now have a fountain, yes, but we still haven't really planned much here either. We have like the general idea, so I think we should start putting in more circles. More circles to where the buildings will start and where they will end. Yes, let's do that. Okay, take a look at this. I actually completely finished the exterior of our little cafe here. I think this is super cute. I kind of wanted to do something pink-ish without using like pink for like the actual blocks. So I actually used the pale wood, both the strip pale wood logs and the planks, because it kind of has like a very slight pink hue to it. And then if you add in like the little bits of pink details, I think it actually pops out as pink quite a bit actually. So yeah, we did that. I have started doing a little bit on the side. This is gonna be like, there's gonna be a building right up next to it, so that's not gonna be super much over here, but I did want to add in a few more details as well. And also on the back side we have some windows and that sort of stuff. And then I made a nice little cute outside sitting area right here, which I think actually turned out super well. Like, I could see myself sitting here having a cup of coffee and maybe like a cupcake or something. I think that could be super cool, right? The inside is all empty for now. I have added ceilings, I have added floors, I even added like wallpaper, which I think is such a cool idea. I think it was BWO who actually introduced me to like wallpaper in Minecraft. So you can see I have 2 blocks wide walls, so that we have like an exterior wall and an interior wall, which is both really great for these kinds of windows where you have glass behind, what in the world are those called, scaffolding, behind the scaffolding, because then you still have like a nice little wall in here, and it actually looks super cool. And it's basically the same up here. I have a different ceiling, because I really love using the dark oak trapdoors as ceiling. And yeah, I think this just looks really cool. We do need to do some interior, which is what I will be getting to in just a second. But for now, I'm super happy with what we have done here. But yeah, obviously down here we need to have a cafe. So I'm going like a desk around here, and then some more seating areas around. Maybe we'll have this over here as like a kitchen area, maybe? Who knows? We'll see. I think we should just get some materials and start working on the interior. It's been a long time since I've done any interiors, and I'm really excited to see what I can come up with, because I feel like I've learned quite a bit since last. I've been seeing like lots of cool interiors from like different YouTubers and the Detail Craft, Reddit, and all kinds of different areas. So I'll see what I can do. Hurry up, let's get inside. That's much better. The interior is now done, and I think it's turned out quite cute. We don't really have much in the displays here, but maybe everything has been sold out because all the cakes were so good. Who knows? Let's go with that. That sounds great, doesn't it? But yeah, we have a small little counter here. You can buy stuff, you know. Bigger counter over here, some more seating area with like the great view. I couldn't get myself to put a kitchen over here because this place looks beautiful from here. But yeah, just tried to add in as many things as I possibly could. We could probably actually add a small little plant over there. There we go. Is that too tall? I think we'll leave it like that actually. I think that's fine. We could probably add in like another one over there. I will get to that. I'm getting distracted here. But yeah, I think everything turned out quite well. I tried to add in as many things as possible because I think that's what makes things much more comfy. There isn't really any like small cakes that you could put. There's a cake that you could put in Minecraft, obviously, but I wanted like different small cakes. I actually just ended up putting like flower pots. Like, I feel like it kind of gets the idea across anyways. We actually ended up making a bit of like a staircase over here. I need to light this up. This looks scary. That's why it's staff only apparently. But yeah, I really do like this. The cafe needs a name, so if you guys have any good like cafe names, please do let me know in the comments. Also, one other thing that I actually want to ask you guys for. I want this city to be full of colors. So I want to be challenged to use different kind of colors for different builds. So if you have any like really amazing colors or palettes even, please do let me know and I'll try to add them in the different houses around here. I don't want any of these buildings to be the same color basically. That's what I'm trying to say. I want as many colors in here as possible. But yeah, anyways, I think that will be all for today. So thank you so much for watching the video and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.